subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any great videos. Hello, welcome to another episode of For the Record. My name is Don. So I got a lot of requests on this one. I was waiting a while for this album to come in. It came from Germany. As you guys know, the post office, because of the whole thing going on in the world today, you know what that is. Everything's pushed back and it takes a while for things to come in, and as a result it took like almost 3 months for this to come in the mail. But I got the copy of Smells Like Children that I wanted. Well, not exactly the one I wanted, but it's close enough. They had some of these on RollingRex.com. They were green ones. You can also go on eBay. They have the black version, and then they have the pink one, a yellow one, and I've seen red and all sorts of different colors. So this is a bootleg, first of all, but I want to show you that it is a glossy cover. This is Marilyn Manson, Smells Like Children. I had this album on cassette when I was a kid. This was one of the very first Marilyn Manson cassettes I had as a kid, and as you can see up there in the corner, it's got the Simply Vinyl tag on it. So this was taken strictly, I think, from the Simply Vinyl copy. And there was two different copies. There was one copy that was messed up and it doesn't say Smells Like Children right there. This one does say Smells Like Children on the side, but there is a copy out there that they did a printing press of that says Mechanical Animals, because originally Marilyn Manson never had any of his albums pressed on vinyl. Like when his albums first came out, they didn't come out on vinyl. They came out on CD and cassette. Not until 1998 is when Simply Vinyl pressed Smells Like Children, Portrait of American Family, Antichrist Superstar, and Mechanical Animals. Mechanical Animals was the only one that actually got an official pressing when the album got released, which is the white and blue one that I own, but you can also get a Simply Vinyl version, which is the actual track listings like the CD, and that one just comes in a regular gatefold with all the inserts like that mine come with, but it's on a black vinyl. So this one I wanted to show you. You look at it, open it up, it's black vinyl, just like the Simply Vinyl, and it's got the correct stamper on it too, which I was super happy. I didn't pay a whole lot for this. I think I paid maybe 30-40 bucks for this album, but I think I paid like 12 bucks for shipping. It came from Germany, came from long ways. It took forever to get here. I had actual albums that came from farther away that came sooner. I don't know why this took so long to get here, but it did. Just so everybody knows, you can sit there and say, okay, because it's a bootleg, like, that's trash, whatever. I've had many people comment under a Facebook post when I post my albums, and they see that I have bootlegs in there because there are certain albums that you can't get of Manson that are only on bootleg because he didn't never release them on vinyl. So, first of all, let me just say, I've heard this album a million times. I listened to it on cassette when I was a kid. I have it on CD. I have actually 2 copies of the CD because I just recently bought a new one this year, and I have the original one I had from when I was a kid that was from BMG. So, mind you, I've heard this album a million times. This is actually a really good Manson album. I really, really like this album. I didn't like it at first when I was like a kid. It wasn't like my favorite. I always liked it, but it grew on me in time. You know, like when you listen to something over and over and over again, eventually you start to like it more and more and more. This is definitely one of them, mainly because it was all like mainly remixes from Portrait of American Family. This album does sound amazing. The sound that comes from this vinyl is really, really good. Like, I'm not even gonna bullshit you. Like, I don't have any problems listening to this. This actually comes in really well for bootleg, and it's actually one of the better bootleg soundings that I've had in a long time. So with that in mind, let's talk about the album for a minute here. I'm going to read my little notes I got, that I find online, that I take and everything. So, Smells Like Children is the first EP by American rock band Marilyn Manson. It was released October 24th, 1995 on Nothing and Interscope Records, produced by Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails. It represents an era of the band full of drug abuse, tours, sound experiments, and references to the child catcher, a villain from the 1968 musical film Shitty Shitty Bang Bang, which, clearly, if you ever listened to it, you would know that. The EP was intentionally proposed to strictly be a remix single for Dope Hat. Okay, it definitely does have a couple Dope Hat remixes on there, but various contributions by engineer and Skippy Puppy producer Dave, I can't pronounce that last name, so I'm not going to try. Nine Inch Nails live keyboardist Charlie Closure, and new material by a band resulted in an electric and unusual combination of material. All the ideas and tracks for the EP were created and composed throughout the touring cycle in support of the band's 1994 debut, Portrait of an American Family. Such an amazing album. I can't wait to actually own the full album of that on vinyl. And was the first Marilyn Manson work to feature longtime member Twiggy Ramirez on bass and Ginger Fish on drums. The EP was certified platinum by the Recorded Industry Association of America and was superheaded by its solo single and cover of Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, originally written and performed by what does that say? Eurythmics or something like that. I'm sorry, I have the worst time trying to read because I'm not the best at it. I must admit that was my worst subject in school. The song's music video became a staple on MTV and headed to establish the band in the mainstream, which is true. That was the very first music video I ever saw of Manson. That is strictly what drew me into Manson. I remember being 8 years old, watching it for the first time, being like, what the fuck am I watching? But at the same time, I'm so drawn to this image that he has that I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. I knew that I loved what he was doing when I first saw that. I mean, honestly, this is one of my favorite albums. I feel like if you don't have the $500 to spend on an original, go buy a bootleg. They sound really good. There's nothing wrong with owning one of these, especially if you want it for your collection and you're just a collector, you know what I mean? If you absolutely must own an original, you might as well save anywhere between $500 to $1,000 because for one LP, it's getting really pricey out there. Some of the cheapest prices I've seen lately are $500 and up. And to me, that's just kind of ridiculous. The sound quality on this, I give it pretty much a 9 out of 10. I don't have a problem with it, only because it's a bootleg. I know that an original would probably sound a little bit better than what this sounds like, but I mean, if you sat down and listened to this with me, you would know that this absolutely sounds amazing. I love the glossy cover. I love that it has the original stampers. It's perfect in my, the way I think about it. It's perfect for me, for what I need, because basically I want something that's as close to the original as possible. Some of these bootlegs, they don't do that. They just switch stuff up to make it so it's known that it's a bootleg, and I get that. But if you're going to do it right. This was done correctly, 100%. And thank you so much for this. Whoever made that was smart, and I hope when they make Portrait of an American Family, they make that one the same way. And then I want to show you guys something really cool too. So, I bought a lot on eBay, and I probably paid about $2 a CD. So I got all these singles here. So one of them was Marilyn Manson Remix and Repent, which I already owned, but this one is like a super clean copy. This I just got the other day from Twiggy Ramirez. Came in the mail off eBay. It's one of the guitar picks. And then I got the Finally Get Your Gun single, which is amazing. I got another Lunchbox single, which I already owned. I got the Sweet Dreams, which is amazing. This one actually says Smells Like Children on it, so I wonder if that's actually the CD or if that's actually the wrong album on there. Now that I see it, I'm gonna have to take a look at my other Smells Like Children and yeah. That might not be so cool. I just noticed that. Things you notice when you're, paying attention to other things. So this one is Tourniquet. This is the first one. I believe there was only two. I got the second one right here, Tourniquet. And I got The Dope Show. Most of these I have not listened to yet. I do plan on it. I got a 5-disc Sony CD changer, The Dope Show 2. I don't like The Drugs, but The Drugs like me. It's pretty cool because most of these I actually own on vinyl and on CD now. So my Manson collection on either end, whether it's CD or if it's vinyl, it's pretty dope. And then this one is Mob Scene. That one's pretty awesome. And then this one is Disposable Teens. And I believe this is CD 1 of 2. And then this is Disposable Teens, CD 2 of 2. Most of these are Holland imports. Long Hard Road Out of Hell, Spawn soundtrack. I actually just got that one too not too long ago. I actually have that on vinyl now, finally, for the first time. The Fight Song. The Fight Song. So there's definitely a couple different one of those. The Nobodies. I don't know if it's this one or if it's. Let me see here for a second. I believe one of these, to be honest with you. It's that one or if it's this one. This one has a little poster in it. And then it's got this on the back, which I guess it says official game board. I have not read all of it on it yet. Like I said, I haven't even listened to half of these yet. So, but there are some cool stuff in some of these. If I can find the right one, I will definitely show you what I'm talking about. But it's not that one. It's not that one. This is the new shit. And then Putting Holes in Happiness. Heart-shaped glasses. And then the Nobodies. I think there's two different ones of these, but I'm okay with that. And I also finally got the High End of Low, which I just seen the bootleg of this come up online. This was his last album, I believe, on Interscope Records. I believe he was pretty much forced to do that album. I honestly have never fully sat down and listened to that album either. I know a lot of people like it, but I stopped listening to Manson for a while after I, once, I believe it was the Golden Age of Grotesque came out. That was like the last album I physically bought for the longest time, and then once I started collecting albums again, I started getting back into it. That one says Justice. It used to have the one that said Emperor, but it was like a postcard. It was sent to me a long time ago, but I just know that you don't find stuff like that anymore, and I just wanted to show you guys that I finally got a lot of the singles that I used to find in the stores, because you can't just go to the store and find those anymore. You gotta search online, you gotta find somebody that had them or somebody that never opened them, or etc. Just stuff like that. And I just, figured it'd be a great way to show you guys some cool stuff that I found. I know that it's awesome, and I wanted to share with you guys because you guys are amazing. I hope you all like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Be nice to each other. Stay safe. Stay inside. Take care of your loved ones. Alright, guys? Peace.